going on, world? It's your boy, J-Man.
And it's your girl, Ashley J.
Ashley J. What's going on, girl? What is going on?
Oh my goodness. So, this lovely Saturday. And, it's Halloween. Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Yes. Who you gonna be tonight?
So, I am going to be a escape prisoner zombie. So yeah, I got my whole little zombie everything.
You gonna have like face paint and stuff on?
Yep, I went and bought the kit. I went and bought the kit last night from Spirit.
Mm-hmm.
So I got it's like 2 different scabs. Then I got these little metal things that's gonna be coming out of my head.
Oh, you gotta take pictures.
Yeah. And they come with all the little where you can make the fake scabs and all that. So yeah, I'm gonna do my thing tonight,
Okay, you gonna be turned up.
I'm gonna try to turn up just a little bit. It's my first time celebrating Halloween in forever.
You ain't celebrating last year?
Mm-hmm. I'm not a Halloween. I've never really been I want to say the last thing I was, my mama dressed me up as a clown. I don't think I had a costume ever since then. That was so long ago. But yeah, other than that, when my younger siblings came around, that was her focus was putting them in little stuff and all that. So
yeah, so we coming to you live and direct on this happy Halloween. I won't be participating because I'll be making my coins. So we're gonna dive right into it. This week is Don't Forget Your Crown.
Don't Forget Your Crown.
Don't Forget Your Crown by Derrick Jackson. I know you. Many of you, if you are a woman and you are followers, you probably heard of Derrick Jackson. He kind of gives, the tips about, when a guy really is intentional about being in a relationship, when he says that he loves you or cares for you, these are the things that he would do. When when a guy is ghosting you or he's doing a hot and cold effect, what does that mean? All of those things. So
if they just trying to get the cookie.
Just trying to get the cookie. Don't want to say they're just trying to get the cookie. And they're trying to, put you on that little hamster wheel of theirs. But, he just dives in. And just so many, it's so many chapters like we stated last episode. But Jay and I read 1 and 2 chapters. Well,
chapters 1 and 2.
Chapters 1 and 2. Chapters 1 and 2. We were supposed to read 3, but, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, we'll have to talk about that later.
Yeah, so we're gonna get right into it because I wrote my stuff down. I had to really get into it. Seriously, really get into it. Mm-hmm. So the first chapter was Don't Forget Your Crown. First chapter was a man will act right for the right woman. The man will act right for the right woman. Will they? So as you read later on, he basically states that is false. Very false. Based on a man is only going to act right when
he's ready.
When he's ready. No matter if she know how to cook, do you good in the bedroom, make you laugh. If she give you good conversation, that does not mean anything. A man is only going to act right when he wants to, in a sense where he feels as though he is ready. And I feel like he gives some really great valid points. For me, thinking you're ready for a relationship, but is not willing to change the attributes to become the person needed for the relationship. So many times we're always saying, hey, we want to be in a relationship, or, I'm ready for a relationship, but you haven't really smoothed out those kinks from that past relationship.
That past hurt, that past damage that was done, that past mindset.
Yeah. Or just the past, not even from the relationship, but the things that you need to grow on. Mm-hmm. People are not really willing to say, hey, I'm a little immature, yada yada, I need to work on this. And he speaks on those things just him having all her passwords to anything.
Yeah.
Made him feel comfortable, what?
But he was steady just hiding his phone.
Exactly.
Yeah, but that's usually how it goes though. When it comes to relationships, as we've discussed in the past, when anybody is making you, when you're not doing anything and somebody's trying to make it seem like you are, most of the time they're doing something or they're trying to hide something. You know, we all know the telltale signs. A lot of times we ignore them though, because we want the other person to feel comfortable or, you know, feel like you're truly bought in, but it's really them that's not bought in all the way.
And that's what he speaks on in the second chapter, the unconditional love. And that's where a lot of people go so wrong at, because we justify so much disrespect.
Because we say we're going to have unconditional love for someone, but just like we spoke about last week, it's all in the way that we was raised. In a sense, it's, you know, you're brought up to, you know, love people unconditionally and to forgive so easily, or to look past, you know, nobody's perfect. And it's not necessarily about being perfect when it comes to a person respecting you, but it more or less just comes from, it's got to be a genuine situation.
Yeah, it got to be a genuine situation. So it's basically what's stated also. It has nothing to do with the person being the right one, like we spoke about, but everything to do with you doing and being wrong, or being wrong and not being ready, for, you know, the relationship. Like I said, being able to even speak to that person and saying, hey, these are the things that I need to work on. Blase, blase, you know, I really want this relationship to work. And, you know, even as time goes on, I think we don't know how to communicate effectively, in a sense where I can say, hey, Jay, you know, when you do those things, or, you know, like that damage control. Yeah. Basically. Getting to a point, and what he states in chapter 2 as well is just in a stance where it's like, hey, these parameters need to be set up, because then, you know, we'll be able to do that damage control. So when it gets to that point, we'll know how to talk effectively. We'll know how to, you know, perceive things in a way that it needs to, not in just our own perception of what would justify why we did what we did, or why we're saying what we're saying.
Yeah, that's true. One thing I wanted to bring up is he stated that he would text, or he would, you know, had these phone conversations, but it wasn't cheating because he never, it wasn't any sex.
Yeah, it wasn't any sex. Yeah, he said that like when, like, you know how you and your person, y'all got an argument or disagreement about something, or just the circumstance came up where y'all not seeing eye to eye. And so what he would do, these homeboys, homegirls that we have, and we go and we vent to them, and they only give us our one side. They only give us that, oh, you're right, or no, they would have da-da-da, and it's just like, no, you need an unbiased opinion. If you're really trying to seek an overall view.
Yeah, you need an unbiased opinion. That's why they say when you're dating somebody, it's good to go to counseling. Yeah. Like if you're really trying to build a relationship with someone. But something else that he pointed out that I know that he talked about in the first chapter, which he didn't realize, was he thought that he was in love. He thought that he was ready. You know, this and the third.
But he said he was in love.
Well, yes, he loved her. But the thing about it was that infatuation ran off. Yeah. Which in turn created chapter 2.
Yeah, and that's where he's basically saying it diminished when they had their first argument, and he just got in this nutshell of his own perception, his self-justification on, you know, like, oh, because I didn't see eye to eye with her, or because X, Y, and Z, then let me go self-soothe with these women, whether we're just talking or because he did actually cheat and have sex with another person. And, you know, like, at the end of the day, she knew in her heart that she didn't have proof. And that's where a lot of that disrespect that we say is understanding, because we don't have that tangible evidence, and we're just going off that intuition.
Yeah, but like you said, though, we ignore our intuition when we try and give
too much understanding
or unconditional love. Like we ignore our intuition.
But we still on chapter 1, Jay. You in chapter 2 with his unconditional love. No, this is a man who only act right.
No, unconditional. I thought you had got the unconditional love.
We got to that yet.
My bad.
You give the people too much tea.
What was I doing?
But yes. So, also, I thought it was a really cool quote. It says, know your goals, commit to the work necessary to show up when opportunities arrive. Or when opportunities arrive. Be trying to Yeah, so know your goals, and I think that's a lot of times where we get in a relationship or we get in a situation such as business or whatever. We need to write out clear, tangible goals, like things that we can really see that can happen and things that we can actually do to make that happen.
Right.
Right, and then actually committing to the work that's necessary. You say you want to be a millionaire, you say you want to have a profitable, successful business. What work are you doing that's necessary to obtain those things?
Absolutely, absolutely. And you trying to obtain this perfect relationship, or you trying to obtain this relationship, what work are you putting forth towards getting it?
What work? In a place where you're putting self, ego to the back, you know, and putting, hey, what's needed for the overall of the relationship? How can I see things from your perspective? How can you see things from my perspective? And even if we don't agree and we still disagree, don't let it, you know, put so much strain on us. You know what I'm saying? Or carry on when sarcasm, something else comes up, you throw a little smart remark in there because, you know, we still have a disagreement about something.
Right.
So that's my biggest thing I have on my wall. Willing, able, capable.
Willing, able, and capable.
So you're willing, which means you want it, right? That's the want. The able is the work that you have to put up, and the capable is basically the follow up behind it. You know what I'm saying? Like the execution. Basically, that's what the execution. So preparation really, he states, is the key to being the best you for that relationship. If you don't prepare for the boundaries, you don't prepare of knowing who you are, knowing what you expect, knowing what you're willing to tolerate, knowing what, you know, basically what you can give into the relationship, then, you know, you can't really, yeah, so that wraps up for chapter 1. A man will only act right for the right woman. That is completely false. And like we said, we stated that a man is only going to, or a woman, but you know, it's preserved for women. So I was like, you know, our viewers are men and women, but at the end of the day, like, a person is only going to act right when they want to act right.
Yeah, when they're ready to.
So chapter 2.
Chapter 2
is unconditional love is dangerous.
It's very dangerous.
Woo, baby, that's that. You know, back in the day, the Western movies where they used to have like a rope and go get it. Baby, that would have you in a whirlwind. Like, it's so many things just from my own personal experience where unconditional love had me dissecting a person's body in my mind. Because for so long I felt like I was too understanding and I was basically being disrespected, period. And you know, it's so funny because I relate to Queen Naja, and basically she just said, you know, I got a really good heart. And even though it may seem like I'm being pushed over, but that's just who I am, and I'm comfortable with, you know, being able to give that pure love. You know, whether you're able to receive it and accept it or not, I have to be sure of myself and not letting myself waver or let the world conform me to, you know,
this evil person.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's hard to do, you know, as people, because people hurt us so much. But when you're so built to have unconditional love, and you're so built to just show people nothing but care and, you know what I'm saying, forgiveness or whatever.
You got distracted.
That unconditional love is definitely dangerous. Definitely dangerous, and it can turn you into a monster.
Yeah. I feel like
Zombie.
It definitely will put you in a space where you won't recognize who you are. And that's what he basically said. You will not recognize who you are because you done taken so much hurt, so much pain. And you know, like they say, like the world done hurt you so much that you just changed into a person that, you know, you wasn't in the beginning, or it just conformed you to somebody that, you know, you don't even like. And that's why we have to unlearn so many things when we get to a healthy place.
Yep.
You know, and like he said, love is an action verb and should only be given with condition. And that spoke to me because I didn't understand conditions. Everything was unconditional.
Everything was unconditional.
Everything was unconditional.
Love everybody unconditionally, and everybody doesn't deserve unconditional love.
Yes.
You know, some people you hey boo, and that's all they is. how you doing? And that's all it is.
Yeah, that's true. That's so true, because I'm loving you unconditionally. Your problem is my problem. I'm riding down with you. Like friendship, relationship, that's how I am. And I remember a person telling me that that it shouldn't be like that. You know, basically just stating that I don't have to take on those burdens. But it's not really like I'm taking on those burdens. It's that I'm here to give a different insight. You know, to be self-soothing about the things that you have going on. Because I know how to self-preserve myself in a way where I don't have drama or conflict that it would, you know, just take my life for a whirlwind. You know, like I put people that I know got good energy in front of me. I don't allow just any and everybody just to come into my space. Like, you gotta go through trial and error to get an Ashley world. Like, seriously. But and that's
I was a different case.
You what?
I was a different case. We just kind of, you know, just kind of.
Oh, you were a different case. Yes. You were a different case, and that was something that was very new to me, especially from the opposite sex. Because I have a male best friend, but it was never like, we don't get me wrong. We, you know, Mr. Smarty Pants that came on. We've been rocking since elementary, bankhead days, you know, but not in a way where just that whole unity. I would say, you know, we had the same ideas, same concepts on life and everything, but it was just, you know, just a different vibe when I got with J-Man. J-Man 2.0.
J-Man 2.0. Yes, 2.0.
Yeah, it's come through. So tolerating so much disrespect will eat at your identity. It will eat at your identity.
You'll find yourself changing the people you hang around, changing how you carry yourself, changing what you eat, how you everything, how you wear your hair. If you was one of those people that always kept your appearance up and you deal with somebody that at the end of the day just continue to tear you down, like, it changes everything about yourself.
You definitely do. You definitely changed a lot. I changed so much. I was all like, these tattoos are representation of the things that I embodied in the world. Like, this tattoo is just basically like me conquering my beats, you know. But I changed my identity. That's why I was like, who I look on the outside and who I am on the inside does not correlate, simply because the world is my body, but Ashley is the inside. If that makes any sense. Like,
the world is my body, but Ashley is the inside. It don't make sense, but it makes sense to you.
It makes sense to me. Like, I would never have. It's just like, okay, I wanted to express myself in a way, like, I guess with my tattoos. But it came from the things that I've, you know, went through in life, you know, in the world. But I feel like if I could have another body, I would still have this body, but when I want to go into having no tattoos or no, like, little sharp, you know, comments and attitudes and stuff, I would, like, you know, pull off. That's why I think I got personality disorder, because I got two people that I be switching from. But yeah, so that's why I say the world will conform me, because at the end of the day, I was not always like this. I used to be very naive and just like really sweet. You know, I'm like sweet and sour now. But I used to be very like, oh my God, I love the world and I can be with anybody because I am just so wonderful. And like, literally, I'm not even kidding you. Like,
oh wow.
Seriously, I used to be so like butterflies. I used to be like a blonde. Well, I was at Walker. I went to a blonde. I used to be like, you know how they be like, oh yeah, you know, just that preppy, bubbly. I used to be extremely bubbly. I got in this world. When I came to Peachtree City, like, I was a whole nother Ashley. They dropped me off in Atlanta. I was a whole nother Ashley. For real. Yeah. So, moving on. You looking at me like her.
It's crazy.
So, loving the wrong people will cost you yourself.
Loving the wrong people will cost you yourself. You'll have to pick them pieces back up when they come.
You definitely have to pick them pieces up. And at the end of the day, like, you're going to go through what you have to go through. Period. You're just going to have to go through that, because that's a part of your life. That's a part of your journey. I feel like that gives you that armor to be able to tackle the next dimension or the next level that you get in life when it comes to, you know, dealing with different people, dealing with different, you know, opportunities. Like Jay and I kind of experienced the same disrespect when it came to the workplace, and how we would have responded back then when there was no GE, when there was no empowerment. It would have been probably a different thing. We probably wouldn't even have no jobs, you know. But because, you know, I saw things from different, like, okay, this is only test. This is only smoothing them kinks out. So we get to that place where we dealing with big money, where we dealing with big opportunity, big name brands that we're collaborating with. We gotta know how to move. Like, we gotta be GE in the sense when we cut on camera, and GE when you see us at the U-Bar. But yeah, so we're gonna end with this. Like I said, we're gonna do 2 chapters. So why should someone be allowed to receive the love of another person without having to meet conditions, with certain conditions?
That is so freaking true.
When I read that, I was like, checkpoint.
That is so freaking true. A lot of times we find ourselves basically like when you giving a boyfriend wifey privileges.
Yes.
Or, you know what I'm saying, vice versa. You giving the street chick wifey, you know what I'm saying, whatever. But it's so crazy because we don't think about that when we go get into relationships or when we try and go loving somebody. Like, did they meet the conditions worthy of your love, worthy of your presence in their life, worthy of anything, you know, or are we just doing it based off of just how we feel?
How we feel. And he stated these conditions, basically abuse, toxicity, infidelity. Those conditions, what boundaries do we have when those conditions come up? Someone cheats on you, is it automatically because you love them that you forgive them and continue to stay in a relationship? When they abuse you, is it because you unconditional love and we saying, hey, we love you, you know, a person gonna say, oh, I'm sorry, I ain't gonna never do it again, but then they'll transform into a whole nother disrespect, you know, and then it's like we gotta,
and it's always an excuse or something that you've done that basically is the reason why they've taking this stance. And that's another thing that we have to stop doing as a people that are in relationships with people, is when someone blames you for their disrespect or for their infidelity or whatever the case may be, because he even says in chapter 2 that he felt like he was due the right to go out and sleep with somebody else because of the simple fact that his girlfriend wouldn't sleep with him. But you have to take ownership of the simple fact of where you put her at mentally.
And that's what he said, like, you know, he cleaned it up in a sense. I wouldn't say clean it up, but he kind of
brought it full circle.
Yeah, like,
he brought it full circle.
At that time, he didn't understand, like, okay, she's so disgusted with me in a sense where me even touching her is, you know, it's just like, it doesn't do anything for her because their intuition is telling her that she's sleeping with, he's sleeping with someone else. Or, you know, like, he's doing things that, you know, it's not respectful for the relationship. He don't care about me clearly because he's not even trying to be attentive enough to see what's going on.
Right.
So then he's saying like, oh, I understand that. I guess, I don't know, this hindsight, him, you know, referring back to saying, okay, this is why. But, you know, in that moment, he was just like, I'm young, this is what I'm going to do, this is what feels right. And a lot of times, like, he said he knew that he shouldn't have been in a relationship. But because Shawty had them hips and them lips, that's what he wanted. And so men, you know, they always follow through with lust. You know, they are suitors of the eyes first. You know, they see things visually and then everything started crumbling down after that because it was based off, you know, that instead of like being a friend, getting to know them, not even trying to get to know them to have sex, but get to know them in a place where see if y'all can mesh to be in a relationship. And we don't do that. So that's what I'm gonna imply. Like these conditions.
Yes.
Like you gotta make these conditions. Like who do you think that I'm supposed to just love you based on because you look good or because you can bring this into my life, and you know the conditions not
you gotta meet the conditions. You got to meet the.
And I gotta meet your conditions. I ain't just saying like, you know, that's how it should be. I ain't saying like, oh, I'm just this baddie and you gotta come right. You do, but also, I gotta meet your criteria.
Yeah.
You know, and wise words of a young CEO. Dang it, it just. Dang, what was it? I can't even remember, but it was a good one.
Wise words of a young CEO.
I can't remember. Like the saying, was about toleration. Requirements. When somebody don't meet your requirements, like they don't meet your requirements, bye bye. It was on that line because I just remember requirements, but you know. Yeah, so we're gonna close out, guys. We thank you so much for, joining us with this read of these 2 chapters. So you already know, next week we're gonna have these 3 chapters, 3, 4, and 5. Jay and I love to read. We are some nerds, as you see. This is our 2nd book, and when we started reading books. Well, this is our 2nd book.
This is our 2nd book for the podcast, but I started reading books when I was in elementary school.
As an adult, because adults don't be reading no books.
Oh, well, I went to school as an adult, so I was reading then too.
Jay, when it was not a requirement for you to read after school, bro, I'm talking about when you adulting, most people don't have time to really read. And they say successful people read at least 7 books a year.
That's true.
So when you started reading, that's what I'm saying.
I started reading when I was 21.
Let's cut the cameras off because they don't play games.
We appreciate y'all for tuning in. We will see y'all next week.
We will be here next week.
Yes, we will see y'all next week.
Make sure you click buy a ticket for, if you're a woman, it's a woman empowerment dinner. It's going to be, we're going to have guest speakers. We will be vendors there. We are also be participating as well. But we would love for you guys to,
come out and support. Absolutely.
Minding Her Business LLC.
Minding Her Business LLC.
That's where you can go in the bio and click and purchase. I think it's $25.
And it is dinner, alcohol.
Alcohol?
Yeah, it's food. I want to say she said wine and champagne. As well as you get a goodie bag. But it's definitely a dope experience. Swag bag. But it's definitely going to be a dope experience for women, lots of different Black women entrepreneurs, and just an opportunity to network, especially if you have your own thing going on. Don't forget, we did sponsor someone for this, Rachel Kelly Waugh. We had her on last week. So if you missed that, please make sure you go and check it out either on our page, Generational Empowerment _. You can catch it on my page as well as you can listen to it on the podcast app if you have Apple, as well as on Spotify, Radio 365, Anchor.
You go click in our Instagram bio.
You can catch us anywhere. It's no excuse if you've missed out why you can't get caught up, because this is definitely going to change some lives.
And we appreciate the support.
Yes, we do.
And we out.
It's your boy, J-Man.
And it's your girl, Ashley J.
And as promised, guys, our sponsor for this month is in the building. We have Miss India, the CEO of Noir Pearl Spa.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, everybody. she got that, what was that? B103 late night. Quiet Storm. She got the Quiet Storm voice on.
Oh, yes.
Soothing.
So we are very happy that you are in the building today.
Yes.
Whew, I got so many questions. The questions they don't want me to ask, but
Go ahead.
I mean, so, we're not going to start off with her question.
yeah,
She'd be way off. But where we do want to start is, how did you come about actually becoming an esthetician or getting into that field?
So, prior to us going live, I just wanted to do something for myself. I used to be in the medical field and I got tired of it. And I said, I'm gonna come up with my own lipstick line, but I need some extra cash. So I was like, well, I'll do facials, whatever. It ain't nothing to it. And when I researched and realized it was serious and like you had to go get licensed or you would get fined, I went and I just did a lot of research and I fell in love with it.
Really?
So yeah.
I thought the same thing. That's why I started laughing, because I was like, oh, this easy peasy. I could just, go do some waxes, and they were like, nah, baby, you go.
Pumpkin breaks home. That's fine. Ain't nothing to play with. It's serious.
Where did you come up with the name?
a trial, and then I was like, I need something that sticks out, stands, and Noir means black. And that's why I wanted to come and say Black Pearl. So let's make it fancy for the people who wouldn't know. So
Oh, that's pretty dope.
About maybe 4 or 5 names before that one actually stuck.
That one stuck. So how long have you been in the business?
4 years licensed, but I started it before I actually got my license, so about 5.
But that's when you know your talents. Actually, it's starting before you actually, get licensed to do something. You have to be comfortable in what you got going on. So Miss India was doing her thing before she was licensed.
Man, been pushing that license.
Okay, I was like, look, you gotta start somewhere. We go back and tell the story.
So go ahead, Ash. Go ahead.
What are some services that you offer?
I offer waxing of all kinds, so from head to toe, facials of course, chemical peels, it's chemical peel season. Body sculpting is the big one, so weight loss, shrinking down the fat, melting the fat down. And then ear candling helps with earwax removal pretty much, lash extensions, body scrubs, everything but makeup. That's the only thing I generally care for. And that was the goal. Keep the skin up. You don't really need makeup like that. Makeup is just an enhancement.
Yeah, it should be an enhancement, not a whole different persona.
Absolutely.
It's too much work in that time.
When it comes to your waxing, do you have more male clients or female clients?
It depends. Right now, I say probably more so female. Male do come in and they'll do like either back, chest, or their Brazilian area.
Brazilian?
Yeah, they do butt strip, all that stuff. Cleanliness.
Yes.
Absolutely. We actually, the first esthetician that we had on, it was actually at our previous location. She was actually the first transgender esthetician. So yeah, it was actually pretty dope to have her in. And then we were actually supposed to go visit her, but COVID came.
Yeah.
So, but me and Ashley are like all about, being these beautiful faces that we have. So we have to actually make sure we come and pay you a visit. And Ashley wants me to get waxed.
Yeah.
So bad. Ashley has always said, "Oh, you gonna let me be in the room when you get waxed?" And now she don't recall.
I had a guy. He had to be about 6'8", tall, ginger, and he got his chest and back waxed. But every time I would pull, he would giggle like a teddy bear. So the bigger, the more sensitive they are for sure.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I'm scared. I'm super scared to have anything waxed.
That's why I'm gonna be in the room on your hand.
See, just 5 minutes ago, she didn't know what I was talking about.
That support. I get couples all the time come in there and they'll either hold hands or just be on their phone, just in there. That's a support system.
This guy's like, I want to go with you while you get a wax. Like, I've never seen the whole process, and he was so astonished. Like,
I had
the
one guy.
butt area. He's like, she was all in your vagina. Like, that's what they do.
Yeah. I had one guy, he came, he's like, can I sit here? And I was like, yeah. And then I didn't know if he was checking her or just actually trying to learn, because he was really into it and looking and was like, okay, this is how you do it. So I said, you want to wax her from here on out? And he started laughing. He was like, nah, I just wanted to see how it worked.
Yeah.
So I've seen ear candling like on like YouTube or like an Instagram video. Like, what exactly is, like, how does that work?
So the heat from the candle, the earwax, and then the earwax draws up into the candle. So when that happens, it relieves a lot of pressure out of people's ear, or just people who have a lot of earwax build up that they can't keep their ears clean. So that's how that pretty much, the fire from the heat.
I've had it done and I didn't like it. Like it was no improvement, and I thought I was just gonna walk out of there hearing everything.
Yeah. It is based off the candles. Some of the candles are trash. I like to use the muslin wrap ones, which is kind of like a cloth. Because a lot of times you'll get people say, oh, it's just a candle burning. But I show everybody will come out their ear, and a lot of times they can't hear.
Because I seen the stuff, like it came out, and it was like, oh, I remember it was like pretty long. And I was like, oh my God, I'm dirty.
I think the longest I've ever had was like maybe this much, but it was, I don't know.
It was weird looking. It was pretty strange.
Somebody really had not cleaned their ears in a long time.
So just kind of curious, I want to say you're one of the first people we've had since COVID that had a business that probably could have been affected really bad by COVID. Like, how did the whole COVID run go with you?
I will say because Georgia was last to shut us down and then kind of first to open us up, it wasn't too bad. So it was a slow period. I was like, oh wait, hold on now. But after, I was busy for like 2 months straight from open to close. So I just took that and ran with it and looked at it as, don't take that for granted because you never know when you have to sit still again. And when you work for yourself, that's your own money. So.
Yeah, absolutely. So what's like something that you have possibly like going on in the future, like for your business? Anything you kind of like got under wraps?
I'm actually going into skincare line now. So
Really?
making products is my big thing, and I want to do it the right way. Nothing against people with DIYs, but I wanted to make sure that the preservatives and whatever else is in it lasts. Because doing facials for so long, I know how people don't maintain, don't keep stuff in the right place.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to make it overall, and then the biggest concern with a lot of people and their issues with their skin is either hypopigmentation or dry skin or just not knowing what the proper products to use. So taking all that into factor and then making sure I do it the right way, but still kind of naturally or organically to where people want that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I need to get a skincare routine from you.
Yeah, absolutely. I used to actually wash my face faithfully every day with.
You used to?
Yeah, like with Neutrogena.
I love Noxzema.
And I actually stopped using it, and I noticed a difference in just letting like water just hit my face and just going about it that way rather than using a cleanser. It's a total different. I felt like I was always dried out
when you use that Neutrogena. And I will say Neutrogena has a couple of lines, but you have to remember some things are not meant for African Americans.
Yeah.
There's a lot of times people use like Cetaphil and certain things. I'm like, it's not for black people.
Yeah.
That's why your face ain't changing. It's not meant for your skin type at all. So,
I think that's a light skinned people thing.
You know what? You might be right now.
I think that's a light skinned people thing. I've noticed a lot of lighter complexion people using that. So, but yeah, okay, so.
We need to take a break.
We need to take a break, you sure? We need to take a break.
Okay.
So guys, we're gonna take a quick break, and when we return, we'll have more with Noir Pearl Spa. And welcome back, guys. It's your boy, J Man.
And it's your girl, Ashley J.
Ashley J. And in the studio, we have the lovely Miss India, the CEO of Noir Pearl Spa. I don't know why I like saying your name like that, but Noir Pearl Spa. And before we left off, we were just talking about a bunch of the different services that you have to offer, how things started. So if somebody wanted to book you or find you, how can they go about it?
Mostly Instagram.
Mostly Instagram?
Yeah, that's my biggest one. So if you just go to Noir Pearl Spa, there's a booking link, and it'll take you straight there.
Okay, that's dope. That's dope. What booking?
Can I ask my questions?
Yeah, you can. I'm just gonna ask her what booking site does she? What booking engine do you use?
This one's actually Booker. I merged my company with another one. So yeah, Booker. So that way we can book. There's 2 people there.
Oh, okay.
To be able to book with. So
That's dope. That's dope. So what you got for us, Ashley J?
So, what about this vajacial?
Vajacial. Oh, you saw that.
Yeah.
So pretty much it's a vajacial for you, vajayjay, but it's really good. Helps with ingrown hairs.
I've seen all those.
Yeah, you saw that. Ingrown hairs,
poppers.
blackheads, and then hyperpigmentation. A lot of women, because when you get those ingrowns, they leave a dark spot. But then also it helps to also keep the hairs to come in a lot thinner. So it makes the waxes easier for us. So I'm helping you help yourself, but also helping me because it's nothing better than a wax that takes me maybe 15 minutes than 20, 25.
So is it like a facial? Like you get the steam?
Yeah, you get the cleanse, you get the exfoliation, any type of blackhead extractions, which is the fun part because like I have to pull out all that stuff.
Yeah.
So you're pulling blackheads out the cooter.
Pretty much blackheads with the hairs, and then a mask and moisturizer.
It comes with a mask.
You put a mask on the snatch.
Yeah, you put a mask on the
I hate
snatch.
when
So
you
either
say
you hey, some of them, you never know. But yeah, so we get like a clay mask, hydrating mask, a brightening mask. Just
dope.
And the steam is everyone's favorite part.
Yeah.
So then, of course, the next question, do you do bee steams? I'm like, no, but this kind of.
How do you feel about those?
I actually haven't had one personally, but they are really good and really beneficial. I actually recommended a client. She had been trying to get pregnant. I think she told me for like a year, and I was like, well, go do a bee steam, and she ended up getting pregnant. So I felt bad.
Oh, that's
brought life into the world.
That's
Yeah, but they have different properties, and the different herbs are just based off of whatever the bee steamer knows about. So whether you want to cleanse, you want to rejuvenate yourself, you want to get fertile, fibroids, I think else. That's if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, I think that's the new wave for facials. You know, it's just that.
It totally is.
Yes, that new thing is just like, okay, you know, that vaginal rejuvenation with the whole cosmetic surgery. So now it's like, you know, with that self-care, you want to go get a facial, you want to go get your eyebrows done, use the lashes, go get a facial as well.
Yeah.
You know, Jay, don't be mad because y'all can't get no facial.
I mean, men can. I haven't had one yet.
I think that would be weird.
I think women more so don't properly treat down there.
Yeah, they don't.
Sometimes, so.
Because it's difficult, like you're supposed to exfoliate every other day.
Hold on.
You know what I'm saying?
Wait a minute. So this men, what is it, ashal or?
No, it's not yet.
What is she putting? What is she doing?
I mean, it would be the same thing, but just only at the top.
Yeah.
And do the
like with a hair grow and
stuff. Well, the hair grows everywhere, but
yeah, the hair grow everywhere. So like, what is? Yeah, but I'm just trying to figure out like what she doing, like what parts and what is this?
That's what waxing of the vaginal part of it.
The vaginal part of it.
Yeah, I haven't had one yet, so I would only probably do the top.
Okay.
I mean, if somebody really wanted one, but I would, no.
No.
Most men don't really have like a lot of ingrowns and blackheads like women do. So.
Yeah. Because at the young age, like we spoke about before, Jay, we shave, and you know our mothers really don't teach us the whole proper like when hair grows in, what to do, and now we're trying to be, you know, shave because we're like afraid of society and what is this, and you know.
So let me ask the esthetician, when it comes to a male down there, should a male shave down there, or should they let their natural hair grow?
They should either wax or trim, but never use a razor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, trimming is okay, but when you start using a razor, that's when you get a lot of the irritation, the bumps, the itchy, the prickly. You know, no one likes the pricklies when you're getting it in. So.
And hair holds odor, so you should be
Very
bare.
true. Hair holds odor. Men do have more hair, of course, on their butts.
Men should be bare?
It's really up to the guy. Some men keep hair at the top and take it off the balls and the.
I ain't talking to you, got some hair.
And the. You said you ain't talking to me that hair.
Really?
I think it's a preference. Whoever you're with. So.
Yeah, like T.I. say, baby, I ain't going down there. We got some hair.
So actually, you're not going down there if there's hair.
No, like this is. I'm good.
I think that grown people should have pubic hair.
And there are people who think that. There are people who think that. That's why there's different things. You can have like a triangle, landing strip.
Yeah, they do have.
I've made a heart one time on a woman, so it just depends.
Well, me and India are going to have some very nice moments together for the future. I hope you're ready, Miss India, because I'm coming to pay you a visit. You're going to get my.
What do you call that?
My woo-ha.
I was going to say woo-ha, but it's not the woman version.
There will not be
Snatch. One pull, he gonna be like, wait a second.
I'm gonna be like, hold on, baby, hold on. Where the clip was at?
Because they don't have no little fine hair. He has
coarse, thick hair.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You shave his arm, he gonna be crying. I mean, wax his arm, he gonna be crying.
Well, no, I've had my arms. They tried to wax my arms. That didn't bother me. The hair on my arms is different from the hair like on my chest and my back.
And typically it is. It's a little thinner.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that is gonna be very dope. I'm gonna keep our listeners and our viewers posted. I'm not recording me getting.
Get your hair wax, like how the people do on YouTube.
I'll blur it out the other stuff that you want.
You need some big blurs, baby.
Okay. So what is like a typical day for India? Walk us through that.
A typical day. My day starts at 10. It's been starting at 10 for all.
10 a.m.
10 a.m. I can't get up no earlier than that, y'all. I'm sorry. I've been accustomed to 10 a.m.
Are you serious?
I mean, if somebody I really like that's a good client and is faithful, I'll come in at 9, 9:30.
Oh,
She
wow.
said
But that's about it. When you get accustomed, your body get used to it.
So you must don't mind late nights.
Yeah, I go from like 10 to 6.
Oh.
Yeah. That's it. 10 to 6, that's your normal
business hours.
for me. Yeah. People come in too. Yeah, no, I haven't gone past 6. I mean, if something runs over, that's about it. So, like, mommy time starts at 8 or earlier, and then I roll into my work mode, which is from 10 to 6. But I don't really take breaks like that. So it might be like a 5 or 10 minute break to eat. But I'm working through the whole day, so.
So is mommy life easier being an entrepreneur?
Yeah, I guess. It gives me more flexibility, I will say that a whole lot. From working in corporate America, I totally love the flexibility, but you have to work way more. So I don't have my weekends off as much, and that's the part I kind of hate. I used to sit and watch cartoons on the weekend. Now it's like, no, you gotta make your money because the weekend in my industry is the busiest time.
We get glammed up.
Yeah. You got people rolling in Friday. We get close to holiday, right? Thanksgiving is really a big time. Yeah, people come and get waxes. They're going out of town. They're seeing people they hadn't seen in a long time. Might rekindle some things. So, typical day may be a wax, might be facial, maybe some body sculpting, detox sauna blankets. People come in and do those.
Detox blankets?
Sweat out.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've seen that.
That's
you got the whole shebang.
The whole shebang. Everything but makeup.
Wow.
Everything but makeup, so.
That is super, super dope. We're gonna take a quick break. When we come back, India, I want to hear about this body sculpting.
Oh yeah.
All right, we're gonna take a quick break, guys, and we will be back. And we're back, guys. It's your boy, J-Man.
And this your girl, Ashley J.
So we have the lovely India of Noir Pearl Spa, which I will be visiting very, very soon. And she has this one thing that I am very, very curious about, and I'm sure many of our listeners, our viewers are interested as well. Body sculpting.
Yeah, body sculpting.
These are quick fix to weight loss. That's why you're really interested.
Why are you in my bag?
It is.
So, like, how does that work specifically?
So it melts down body fats, and how you eliminate it is by going to the bathroom. So you either go number 1 or number 2. That's why it's non-invasive. So there's no cutting, there's no surgery, there's no going under the needle, there's no recovery time because it's all non-invasive.
Okay.
No pain.
And so after how many sessions are you expected to see results inches wise?
Depends on the person's body type. Some people can see something the same day. So most of my sessions are an hour long. But typically up to 72 hours afterwards you'll see something. I like to recommend people to start off with 3 sessions. So
3 sessions. That's dope. Okay, so let me ask you. So you say it's coming out either number 1 or number 2. So is that after the process is done, or you could like finding clients where like in the middle of your session they're like, baby, I gotta go.
Yeah. Typically it's number 1. They ain't like going number 2. But yeah, I had a few people like, oh, I felt like I gotta go to the bathroom. I'm like, okay, good. It means it's working fast. It's your fat's breaking down like how we want it to. And then sometimes too, it'd be like up to 72 hours, maybe the next day or 2. Then people are like, dang, I noticed I was going to the bathroom a lot more than I normally do.
Yeah, I had ordered these patches. I had ordered these patches. And they was like, you can only wear them for like 3 or 4 hours, and you had to put them in your trouble spots.
Yeah.
I was up all night long going to the bathroom, like every 30 minutes, I swear.
Yeah.
All night long.
It's pretty cool how the technology works as far as breaking down the fat. Because when I do, it breaks it down. It's not cool sculpting where you freeze the fat, but here we kind of heat it up and melt it down.
Yeah, my doctor offers cool sculpting. I've seen that, but the body sculpting with the heat, like that
I haven't seen it. Most people see better results, in my opinion, with the body sculpting where it heats up versus the cool sculpting.
Yeah.
It's more like freezer burning somebody, so you gotta wait, and people they want instant gratitude.
Instant gratitude, yes, baby. I need to know, I need to know I can fit into these clothes
I'm glad you tell me about the patches. That's the real one.
Why did I tell you about these patches?
That was you spending your money on?
I only tried them. It came with like a 90-day supply, and I only tried it like one day. I realized I was going to the bathroom all night. So I ain't taking this shit no more. I need to go to sleep. I'm up all night pissing and scared to go to sleep. No. Not happening. Not happening. Well, India, we have definitely enjoyed you coming into the studio, gracing us with your presence, giving us a little background on what it is that you do.
Breaking it down.
Breaking it down. So please tell the people where they can find you. Once again, your social media handle.
It is Noir Pearl Spa, so that's Noir Pearl Spa.
Mm-hmm. And that's on Instagram.
Instagram, Facebook, mainly Instagram. That's how a lot of people come through.
Yeah.
Okay, that's super, super dope. I'm sure quite a few of our viewers are going to, stop in and see what's going on because you offer a lot. It's like you're a one-stop shop.
Pretty much.
One-stop shop for everything. But hey, one thing I have learned is you make more doing everything else but massages because people are really.
Yeah.
You can get a massage at the nail salon these days.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of like to offer all those other services. That's where it's really at.
And when the viewers see, when you go in and we record and everything, they're really gonna,
Actually,
like, come on in here.
She is very much. But yeah, we're gonna do that.
Come and get a facial.
Oh, I'm coming to get a lot of things. Believe that. I'm coming to get a lot of things. I'm getting right for the song. Believe that. Actually, gonna be mad at me.
Men have be better results too. For some reason. Yeah, I don't know what it is.
I'm be in there. I'm be waxed
people move so quickly, like
everything.
Don't let you go walk to the door and they don't know.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like, man, get out here. Because women bodies are designed to hold that. But we really appreciate you today. Like,
thank you guys.
It was a very different type of atmosphere than, because she only did the facials. Miss Sherry, the last esthetician.
She was very much on just skin only.
Yeah, the whole body.
The whole
head to toe.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So we definitely gonna be paying you a visit, and no, Miss Sherry, we ain't forget about you. We coming to you too, but I got to definitely get up in there.
Got to connect.
Jamie, his whole body.
Yes, that is true. So guys, we appreciate you guys tuning in each and every Saturday from 4 p.m. to 6 a.m. Don't forget 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. I'm thinking about some schedules. I'm making schedules right now. But yes, guys, we appreciate you guys tuning in each and every Saturday, 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Don't forget, if you're not following us on Instagram, you can find us at Generational Empowerment_. You can find your boy J-Man, J_man_2020, and my girl Ashley J at EmpoweredU_. And guys, don't forget, we got a special event taking place this week on Monday. We will be attending a women's empowerment event, so please make sure you tune in to our live, so you can definitely catch and see what we got going on.
Yep.
I'm your boy J-Man,
and I'm your girl Ashley J,
and we'll catch y'all next week.